Well, hello everybody. Today is still August 12th. It's raining outside, so I've got a little bit of time. Now, I ran across a really good video, and it is talking about the cannabis, and he's asking, why is cannabis all of a sudden being legalized worldwide? Well, I have a really good idea, and so does he. So here we go. Mainstream media just admitted biotech company has exclusive patents on GMO cannabis. Yeah, this is August 8th, just a couple days ago. Okay, so they were saying in 2015 that it was fake news to say that they had already created a genetically modified marijuana, but you fast forward to 2017 and GMO cannabis is now a reality which is getting coverage in the mainstream media. So why is that? Now, let's go in a little further. Let's see. On biotechnology being used to lower nicotine in tobacco. Okay, so they're looking for like these reasons for getting into the biotech of marijuana, creating an excuse for doing it. And they're kind of saying that, well, you know, hemp and all of that. Okay, let's look at this. Highlighted, okay, so the 22nd Century Group was highlighted for their work in trying to make cigarettes less addictive by genetically engineering tobacco to have less of the drug. Okay, that's basically just a way to bring in, you know, you got to make up an excuse to do GMO marijuana. There is no reason. It's nature's perfect medicine. Don't touch it. That's what I say. That's what we all say. But they're gonna wanna touch it. However, also in the article was the admission that the company has more than 200 patents that give it the ability to increase or decrease the level of nicotine in tobacco plants, as well as the level of cannabinoids in cannabis plants. Okay, so what we have to watch for, of course, is the monopoly and the takeover, but it's deeper than you know. I will link down a video where the guy, now he's right, years and years ago, way back when, I've been on it since 2004, there was another document out there that had 3 long lists of drugs, and this is from the CIA, and they were talking about, you know, what is conducive for mind control and what is not. And the only drug on that list that was not conducive for mind control, you guessed it, was marijuana. So what this other video is trying to imply is connected to the 5G, because we already know now that marijuana protects you from wireless damage and wireless energy. So he's trying to say, and I think he's onto something really good here. He's saying that they want to breed out that protection from the wireless, so they can pretty well fry your brain with the wireless technology like they want to do. And he is talking about there's going to be a massive explosion of cancer. What did he say? I think it was 2025 and 2030. 70% increase in cancer caused, obviously, from the 5G. We're going to stop the 5G, but also marijuana protects us. The nature's perfect medicine, not the tampered crap that they want to create, protects you from wireless energy, from damaging the brain. They've already proven that. And so he's saying they need to modify and take that protection out so that they can control the brains better of the victims, of all of us, okay, in the 5G world and the Internet of Things, which isn't going to happen. Not on my watch. It's not happening while I'm alive. Sorry. So anyway, I think he's on to something very, very important about that, because, and then we talked about Israel. I made a report probably 6 months ago, way back in my videos, about Israel wants to take over the worldwide market of medicinal marijuana. And the only reason they couldn't take recreational over is because it's still illegal on a federal level. Okay. So on this particular article, though, they're talking about how to protect your strains, and I agree completely. So let's get down into that. I'm talking more than reading here. So, however, without this GMO cannabis, headway is already being made. Right, they're claiming they got to GMO it to protect us and get the hemp out there. And he's saying we're already making headway in the states across the country in regards to hemp through states refusing to listen to the feds. Absolutely. See, they're trying to say. And in Nevada became the latest state to defy the federal government's apparent war on nature by legalizing commercial industrial hemp production. No, we want nature's perfect medicine. We don't want it tampered with. Okay? All right. So, in essence, through the use of government-granted monopolies, 22nd century group, sorry guys, having a long day, and others like them could become to hemp what Monsanto has become to corn and soy. Yeah, they want to take over the market. I knew that all along. And Israel wants to control the marijuana market of the world. I know for sure the medical, and if it becomes legal, then of course they're going to want to take over recreational too. Who is that? That's the Rothschilds, okay? The biggest drug dealers on the planet, okay? Those are the people involved with the opiates killing our children as well, the Rothschilds, okay? So they want to do the same thing here. So the cannabis industry should be aware that sooner rather than later there will be a big ag at play in this industry. And he's warning people. And he's saying, and big ag uses exactly these techniques. We're working to help the current population of farmers and breeders retain relevance when big ag comes knocking on the door. Yes, to try to gain the monopoly. So the good news is that if 22nd century group or other biotech firms like them ever attempt to market a high THC version of their GMO cannabis for medicinal or personal consumption, surveys say people won't buy it. Right. They've got to get the monopoly on everything. Okay? So I don't think there is anything that No, there's nothing GMOs can do for nature's perfect medicine. Absolutely not. We don't need it GMO'd. No, the only reason they would do that is to get the legal takeover of it, okay, and steal the industry, of course. So for now, however, has a strategy to ensure a sufficient fight against Big Agra's GMO inevitable attempt, yes, there will be an attempt, to take over the cannabis industry. Breed your butts off now and make every strain you can to have them all open source. This is what he's saying. Let me see. Let's see. Most of us want our weed to be grown as natural as possible. You bet. And preferably outdoors. That's exactly right. We do not want GMO. At some point, though, Big Agro, Monsanto's, Dow AgroSciences, the pharmaceutical industry, they're all going to jump on the bandwagon once everything goes from Schedule 1 to a Schedule 2. Yes, this is the maneuver that we can see, okay? A savvy observer of the industry will see that the movement is gaining momentum and is moving towards that direction. Why is that important? That's important because every strain that is publicly available for sale right now basically becomes open source. Patent law states that you can't apply for a patent of any kind on anything that has been being sold for a year or more. This is how you're going to protect your strands, people. Listen up. The message that Steep Hill is trying to get out is, if you're a breeder, the best thing that you can be doing right now is breeding your butts off. Yes, establish your strain. Exactly. Finding those nuances, going after those new unique strains, trying to develop better phenotypes so that you can have some relevance for years down the line. There's not a single grower who seriously has the power to compete with the likes of the Monsantos or Dow AgroSciences. So he's trying to tell you how to protect it. So the only thing left, and this is going to be hard to, the only thing left then is to put your stake in the ground and to really protect your strain so that when everything that's on the shelves now becomes open source, you have something better to offer the community. That's exactly the message we're trying to do. Yes, because we've already proven people will not buy GMO marijuana over natural marijuana. So that's what he's talking about. Here is a way to protect your marijuana from Monsanto's and Bayer. Because, yeah, they're coming from it. And who's behind that? Very likely Israel. So there you go, guys. Heads up, growers. Heads up. And also protect your genetics, protect your seeds as well. Okay, so, yeah, we're not going to let these things happen. Knowledge is power. Okay, talk to you soon, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.